Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a concept that might just change how you think about faith and maybe even how you see the people you meet every single day.
So let's be real for a second. Have you ever caught yourself thinking something just like this? It's okay, we've all done it. It's like a mental shortcut, right? We try to fit people into these neat little boxes based on a label we see.
And then you actually get to know the person and you realize, wait a minute, they don't really fit that mold you made for them at all. That little moment of surprise, well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. It points to this huge gap between what we assume and what's actually real.
Now, this whole experience, this gap, it has a name, and figuring it out is the first step. Let's call it the stereotype trap.
And to get even more specific, we fall into what's called the dogma trap. This is what happens when our entire idea of a religion is based only on its official rules, and pretty much nothing else.
So what is dogma? Well, it's the official stuff. You know, the sacred books, the big rules, the formal doctrines. A good way to think about it is like the skeleton of a religion. It's the basic structure that gives it its shape. But here's where it gets dangerous. A skeleton is absolutely essential, but it's not the whole person, is it? It doesn't have a personality or feelings or any life experience. And when we only see the dogma, we're mistaking that skeleton for the living, breathing, complex human being.
So, if getting stuck on dogma is the trap, how do we get out? Well, the key is to shift our focus to something called lived religion. Lived religion basically flips the script. It stops asking, so what are the official rules? And it starts asking, okay, but what are people actually doing? It's all about looking at faith in action, in the real, sometimes messy, and beautiful world of everyday life. Because let's face it, faith isn't just something that's confined to a special building once a week. It's lived out in the unique way a family celebrates a holiday, or in the personal code someone follows at their job, or even in a quiet moment of prayer by themselves. It's woven into daily choices, like the clothes they wear or the music they love. The thing is, people aren't just robots, passively downloading a set of rules. No way. We are all active creators in our own lives. We interpret things, we make choices, we adapt, and yeah, sometimes we even question or reject parts of our own traditions. We're all creating meaning for ourselves. And this brings us to a really fascinating contrast. The difference between the official rules, the doctrine, and what a person's faith actually looks like. So on one side, you've got the official doctrine. Picture it like a straight, perfectly clear line. But on the other side, you have someone's personal belief. And that's more like a winding path. A person might take a detour here, really focus on one part of the view, and maybe skip another part entirely. It's their own unique journey. And it's right there, in that space, that gap between the straight line of the rules and the winding path of the person, that's where you find the real human part of faith. It's where all the personal stories and struggles and joys actually live. Okay, so this is all pretty interesting, but you might be asking, why does this actually matter? Well, this is the part that connects directly to how we treat each other in the real world. Because when you really boil it all down, it comes to this one single crucial idea. See the individual, not the label. When we get stuck in that dogma trap, we build walls. Those thoughts like, oh, all Christians are like this, or all Muslims believe that. Those are the bricks in that wall. And they're not just wrong, they're dangerous because they stop us from ever making a real human connection. So learning about a religion shouldn't feel like you're just memorizing a list of rules for a test. The real goal, the better goal, is to understand the person, to see how an individual, just like you, uses their tradition to get through life and find meaning. I want to leave you with one final thought, something you can take with you. The next time you meet someone from a different faith, or even from your own, just try to remember this one. You are not meeting a walking rulebook. You are meeting a unique individual, someone with a personal, complex, and lived religion. And being curious about that person's unique story, well, that's the real key to understanding them and the world just a little bit better.